Hey guys, today I wanted to go over how you could possibly export your Unity games and turn them into executable launchers that you can send to people you know to make it easier to interact and do bug fixes along with all that other stuff. I discovered upon this system when looking at an old Brachio's video, but I noticed there were a few things he didn't go over and I figured I'd just address them since I managed to figure a few of them out. First off, when you go to the Inno setup website, you can download from the US or the Netherlands. Once you click it, you'll be given a download executable, which can be used to then install the system and get it all set up and running. So I'm going to do that example with a game that I'm currently working on. So here would be the game that I have. It's a pretty simple game, it runs and everything. But basically, after you're satisfied with your game, you would go to File, Build Profiles. I'm in Unity 6, so it might be a bit different than what you guys see. But once you set all your settings, you would do Build and Run and select the folder in which you'd like to do it. So I'll be doing it in Inno Setup Example. Once you select the location, it will build the game and put all of this stuff into a folder and immediately launch it. Unless you have a quit button, then you won't be able to get anywhere, but as you can see, the game works and I can fly around, although it's very poor. So I'm just going to quit out of that. There we go. So once you have quit out of it, you can, assuming you've already done it, you can launch Inno Setup, which would be something like this. Given that not many people know the scripting language, it'd be better to go with the wizard. So you'd go start with the scripting wizard. You click next. Here you can name your game. So I would name it, for example, Setup Sample. You could do the application version, so 1.0, whatever your company is, and a link. So I'll just quickly do my YouTube channel. After you set up all your stuff, you would go here, set up what you'd like to name it, where would be the destination, everything looks good. You then want to select the base executable. So for this, I would go to wherever you store your files. I store it in here. Sorry, the builds folder. You would have to do the executable, not the craft handler. So once you select this, you will then have to add some folders and one file, which I'll get to in a sec. When you are doing the folders, Inno setup is a bit weird and you'll need to do a little odd thing, but if you don't do this, it won't work. Trust me, I've tried it. So you first need to take the mono bleeding edge folder, put it into a folder inside a folder, and then rename that folder the original folder name. And then you would do the same thing with the data that the game gives you. I'm not entirely sure why this works, but you are required to do it or else the build will not work. So once that is done, you can then go back into the Inno setup and select folder. You would then go look for said folders. So I'd go here and here. Once you get to the original one, you want to select the first one, not the second one, the first one, and add it to your project. And yes, you want to add all subfolders. You then want to do that a second time for the data. So we'll do that right here. Oops, one sec, right here with the data. And then add all subfolders. And lastly, I'll be adding this file as for some reason mine didn't come with it until I manually installed it. And in order to get that file, you need to go to this website, and I'd recommend downloading the latest version, but I believe any should do. Additionally, these two links will be in the description. Once all 3 files are added, you should be good to go, so you would click next. Everything here looks fine. I don't really need to mess with any of this. You can also add a shortcut and also make a desktop shortcut. If you need a license for anything, you can add a license along with setting the mode. So if you wanted people to do like bug testing and not actually mess with anything, you could do base installation instead of administrator. You could also do a window registry key if you'd like to. Select the language. And then for the custom compiler output folder, I've already made one. I'd probably recommend you do the same. I'd go here, go to the installer folder, and then I would name this executable installer the same thing. So it would be there we go. Once that is all done, you can also set up a password if you like, but I don't really need to. Once that is all done, you'd say yes to compiler directives, you'd say finish, and it would give you a script. I'd also recommend saving the script as well, as you could then go back if you'd like to and edit it in the event you want to change it. I'll just save it here, so there we go. So save that there. After that is done, the script will compile. And so let's wait. Alright, once the script has compiled, you are free to go to the executable in the installers folder. So you would go here. You would then click the installer it gives you. It would ask you to do some stuff, which you would say yes as you made it yourself. It will then give you a place to install it. You can change the location, but I'll leave it where it is. I'll say yes to a desktop shortcut. And then once everything is good, you hit install and it will place it on your computer. So you can click finish, and then once you launch it, it will launch the game inside inside your screen, and everything works just fine, just as it did originally. So now, if you'd like to share your game for any reason at all you have to do is send them this one file instead of all the data from the original project, and they can install it, test it out, and everything works all fine. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.